Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Hi, all you Trumpies, you mega extremists, you mega Republicans, you threats to democracy, and every other name they can call us. Welcome back. And those of you that are new, welcome. From the Daily Mail, Biden gives mega Republicans a new name. Trumpies. Yeah. And calls heckler an idiot who's destroying democracy. All right. So you get to chastise somebody that's heckling your speech. That's not the end of the world. President launches the latest attack on extreme right in Wisconsin on Labor Day. Now, he'll say that every single person that voted for Donald Trump in 2020 is a mega extremist enemy of democracy and all the other horrible things that we are. And then turn around 3 sentences later in a speech and say, well, not all Republicans are like that. I've worked with them in the past. Yeah, the uniparty Republicans that go along to get along. The uniparty Republicans that say, oh, don't call me a racist in the New York Times, and we'll work together and I'll do what you want and I'll be the controlled opposition. Well, those days are over. It's about power and control, and they can't control the spineless, gutless Republicans anymore, and they don't like losing that authority and control. The biggest contrast from what a mega Republicans, this is Biden talking, the extreme right, the Trumpies. Got to do that again. Yeah. At least mega Republicans in Congress are coming for Social Security as well. Total 100% total bull. Later at a second event in Pittsburgh, Biden tore into MAGA once again, saying of Trump, it's clear which way he wants to look. It's clear which way the new MAGA Republicans are. Wants to look to what? More rights to people? Actually enforcing the Constitution? Freedom of speech? Not using your DOJ and your personal, we'll call it police force, to go after social media companies and tell them to block stories that you don't want out concerning your son and a bunch of other stuff? I mean, was that way to look? That then we're extreme? That you use the DOJ to go after former Trump administration employees and people that support Trump? I mean, that kind of extremism? You can't call yourself a democracy when you don't count the votes that people legitimately cast. I have no problem with legitimate votes being cast. But the problem is, though, what do you consider legitimate? Somebody fogs up a hand mirror and they're there in person? Or they can prove who they are and they have a right to vote in that area where they're voting. I ran in many, many elections in upstate New York. I was a councilman in the early 2000s. I worked on a lot of my campaigns as well as others. I've also been an election inspector. We never denied anybody the right to vote that had the legal right to vote at that voting location. Ever. He also gave a shout out to Pennsylvania candidate John Fetterman, who was a complete and utter nutbar. Absolute, as they say in England, nutter. And then he was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin area, and the Senate candidate for the U.S. Senate in Wisconsin didn't even go to the Biden speech/rally. That speaks volumes. If I have to be in a foxhole, I want John Fetterman in there with me. Really? The guy's a nut. An absolute nut. The 79-year-old leader has ratcheted up his rhetoric against the former president and his allies in recent days, ever since making a fiery debut on the midterm campaign trail in Bethesda, Maryland, late last month. Now let's see what our president has to say.
The biggest contrast from what MAGA Republicans, the extreme right, the Trumpies, they want to go to Congress. These MAGA Republicans in Congress are coming for your Social Security as well. Let me close with this. We're a serious moment in our nation history, and it's not I mean it from the bottom of my heart. As I said last week, we remain in the battle for the soul of America. By the way, All right, God love you. Let him go. Let him go. No, 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 no. Don't let him go. Look, everybody's entitled to be an idiot. No, everybody's entitled. Okay? Look.
Okay, that's enough. Joe Biden calling someone an idiot is an incredible statement. Absolutely incredible statement. So he's showing that he's got a right to be an idiot. Don't go after him, Secret Service and local security. He's got a right to be an idiot, and that's what these mega Republicans are. Unhinged lunatics. It's a guy in a suit. I mean, give me a break. What are your extremists? Burn down federal buildings, destroy thousands of businesses, smash them up, burn them to the ground. A lot of them in the inner cities owned by non-white people, by the way, President Biden. That's your extremism. A guy standing up and heckling you? Yeah, okay, you can call a guy an idiot. He interrupted your speech or your propaganda. All right, fine. That's okay. Walking back comments. I want to be very clear up front. Not every Republican is a mega Republican, but every person that voted for Donald Trump in 2020 is a mega extremist. Oh, okay. Not every Republican embraces that extreme ideology. I know because I've been able to work with mainstream Republicans my whole career. Yeah, the spineless, gutless, uniparty Republicans. To go along, the controlled opposition, those days are over, and you're losing control over them, and you don't like it. But the extreme mega Republicans in Congress have chosen to go backwards, full of anger, violence, hate, and division. You're kidding me, right? Anger? Look at some of the BLM and Antifa riots. Violence. Dozens and dozens of people killed. Hundreds of thousands of lives destroyed forever. Division? Saying that a certain percent of people that are Republicans are mega extremists, that's division. We must choose a different path. Reminds me of the Robert Frost poem. I took the road less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. We've been down your road, President Biden. We've been down your road of controlled opposition, uniparty, and it's gotten us absolutely nowhere. In fact, it's sent us backwards decades. Choose the path left taken. That has made all the difference. And that path is not you. Later, Biden turned up the heat again as the heckler interrupted his speech. He called him an idiot. That's fine. I don't care about that. And here's Fetterman. This guy is a nut bar. The British call him a nutter. And here, we're going to see here's the extremist with his haircut and a suit and tie on and an American flag on his lapel. Those are the extremists that the Democrats and the progressive Democrats think. We are the bad guys. We want to destroy democracy. Yeah, you didn't see Trump's DOJ put his political enemies in jail. Everybody that's worked for Trump that they can get in jail, they have. And they launch investigations that cost them hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not more. And even if nothing happens to them, their lives are ruined forever. That's a democracy you're trying to defend? No thanks. Take the road less traveled by. That has made all the difference. Do not forget that this November. Until the next time, goodbye and good luck.